let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The field goal unit going to come on for the Raiders. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Raiders will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. That's brought in by Myers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. 3-3, our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. They put Adams in motion. He'll get that complete to Hardy. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. In trouble, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
That's a short one, caught by Bowers. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down. They'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They put Adams in motion. In the red zone now, he'll drop the throw. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll look to throw yet again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. All field goals in that first half. 6-3 the score at the break. As we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start with the only two teams in the NFL in the Mountain Time Zone. Arizona paying a visit to Denver. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Michael Wilson, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Matthew Stafford, excellent in the victory as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Hardy now with the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Raiders offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
17 yards on that connection. First down, Vegas.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Herbert. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now this time they'll look to throw. Now a screen set up for Herbert. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Raiders.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. He'll go right and find his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to...
And he's in! Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Raiders. That his first touchdown this year.
This is just back-breaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
The PAT, up and good. And the Raiders move out in front, 13-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The 49ers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 38 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A short one there, caught by Kittle. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 34-yard line.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A run here with McCaffrey. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Drive start here on the ground, and it's Herbert. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself. but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
He'll drop to throw. He's got Myers on the completion. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
The Niners offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
The Raiders offense and Khalil Herbert headed back onto the field. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They run out of the gun, and it's Herbert. And he'll get about 5. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll look to throw. To the right side, hauled in by Myers.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out quickly, and it's Adams. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now Herbert. Offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's going to have the Raiders' 1st down. They'll wind up getting the yards they need on 4th and 3. Now they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Here's a run up the middle with Herbert. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. 49ers offense and Brock Purdy headed back on the field for their next possession. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. 1st and 10. Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Purdy going to put it up again. That's complete to Pearsall. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
No gain on the play.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. So Kittle comes in motion. Here it is on 4th down.
Number 32 on the carry. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. Turnover on down.
The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And this could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many people around the league were expecting them to come in here and win, but they are on the verge of doing just that. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's going to be third down. Now, faking the give. He finds the big tight end, Trimble. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this two-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here now, 2nd down and goal. One more time with Herbert. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Deontay Hardy. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The 49ers offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. This throw left side caught by Kittle. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. George Kittle was the intended target that time, and that will lead to a 2nd down. Here's Purdy again. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play. Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Justin Simmons with the good defense on that one to break it up. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Now Purdy. This is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders will take over at their own 15.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. In the Las Vegas first down.
So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I sleep, broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a beat. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my.
Whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa,